Perfect.
Jeffrey. Hey, boys. Calm down, you two.
Guy behind the counter's got
What? Oh, thanks so much. One drink.
No,
Matt.
no.
One drink.
You're right.
Shall I get him?
No, you like the sparklers. You know how to do that? You like one from the candle, and then that one to light the others.
Yeah.
Everybody up at the table. It's time to sing happy birthday.
Come on, boys. Up you get. You've got to be kidding.
Sorry. Can you feed Jerry for me? I won't be long. I am going to get another alarm clock.
That's what you said last time. Is the cat food in the fridge?
Yeah. You know, I'm so not looking forward to this. I've done one of these before. I mean, I know it's only a sign-off.
Tell me about it. I haven't slept all night.
There's some coffee in the plunger, Matt. Did you hear me? I said there's some coffee in the,
I'm fine. We should get going, get our skates on. We're going to be late. Thanks, Mac. We don't need the visuals.
It's your case, I have to show you.
It's just a sign-off.
Oh, no wonder we call you Mac the Knife.
Your baby was smothered.
The guy at the scene said it was Sid's.
The guy on the scene made a mistake. I saw a note on the prelim report. It showed the white blood cell count was way up, so I decided to check it out for myself. It'd be much simpler if I showed you. You can see by the eyes.
What about them?
Well, they've got these little dots in them. These dots are called petechia. They're caused by hemorrhaging due to
lack of oxygen
deprivation coupled with pressure, yeah.
Mr. and Mrs. Palmer. I'm Detective Mapplethorpe. This is Detective Ron.
What's going on? Why hasn't Jack's body been released?
That's what we want to talk to you about. You brought the photos from the barbecue.
What do you need them for?
We have some new information about your son's death. The coroner's office has determined that the cause of death was not sudden infant death syndrome.
It wasn't. What then? I don't understand that.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but your son Jack was murdered. It seems someone held something, possibly a pillow, over his face until he stopped breathing.
They said that it was Sid's. Somebody phoned after the autopsy.
Yeah.
The pathologist has reviewed the findings, there's no doubt.
Well, so you're saying that somebody at the barbecue murdered Jack?
We're going to need a list of names and addresses of everyone that was there.
No, that's just not possible. They're all friends of ours.
Any problems health-wise during the pregnancy or after Jack was born?
Like what?
Jack was a healthy baby. There was nothing wrong with him.
We took him to the doctor for the usual injections and checkups, but that's all.
What about your health, Mrs. Palmer? Any difficulties while you were pregnant? Afterwards?
What is this? She's not depressed. She's tired. Jack didn't sleep very well. She's tired, but she's not depressed.
And the two of you? No problems there.
We're both very tired. Babies do that to you. But no, we're fine.
This is going where I think it is, isn't it?
There's no hidden agenda here, Mrs. Palmer. You're both suspects, as is everybody who was at that barbecue.
Pick a suspect, any suspect. Anybody at that barbecue could have done it.
Well, statistically, the parents have to be the favourites.
Statistically, maybe. You didn't interview them. She was completely in shock. I've seen that look before when I was a uniform. A cot death. The poor woman, she couldn't even cry.
Nevertheless, every one of them, and not just the adults. Kids have been known to kill kids. Maliciously, by accident. Tomorrow, comprehensive background check statements from everyone who was at that barbecue.
Just gotta bring them in and grill them, eh?
Have you been taking your funny pills?
Oh, mate, I couldn't find my grouchy pills. Obviously, you stole them.
Oh, for God's sake. There's a dead baby in the bloody morgue. Can we close the comedy store?
Hey, this is gonna get ugly enough without you jumping down our throats every time we try and lighten the mood.
Just your throat, Simon. Just your
Okay,
jokes.
settle. I get enough of this at home with my kids, which is where I'm now going. I suggest you do the same. Tomorrow is going to be full on.
What? Nothing. Just nothing.
Crap day.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna need a drink. You want?
No, really, I just, it's not a good idea tonight. I get home.
You okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Good night.
Little Jack was so perfect. Marion doted on him, loved him to bits.
What about Dean Palmer?
Oh, well, Dean loved him too. But a mother's love, that's different.
Why do you say that?
Well, because I happen to believe it's true.
Your husband wasn't with you at the barbecue.
Oh, my husband's long gone. Jeffrey can't even remember him. No loss there, though.
My dad sucks. How were they with each other, Dean and Marion?
Well, not overly demonstrative, but they seem to get on all right.
Is that right, Mr. Hendricks?
She can be a bit over the top sometimes.
Toby?
Cheryl, she can. She was totally obsessed with that baby. Jack this, Jack that. It never stopped.
How do you know that?
It doesn't.
Hey. Talk to Dad. He had every right to the odd therapeutic whinge. He's a good bloke. Likes a bit of fun. Not had much of that since the kid.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I'm not saying he hated the kid or anything.
Why don't you just go to work, Dad?
Listen, they're the police. They're asking questions. They're entitled to some answers.
Can you remember who went in and out of the house?
No, I was playing chasey with the little boys and eating cake. I got told off.
Did you go inside, Jeffrey?
No.
Jeffrey?
To see Jack, I tickled him.
He likes Jack. He'd never hurt him.
He's only a baby. I have to be careful, Mum says.
Does Jack like being tickled?
Yeah, he laughs.
I offered to get him for the cake, but Marion asked me to light the sparklers instead.
You babysat for the Palmers.
Fair bit, yeah.
They seemed happy?
Get on with the kid?
Yeah, I did. He was cute.
I meant them. Did they get on with him?
Oh, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they?
Rowena, for goodness sake.
What? He was a great kid. Okay, he hardly cried, and I checked on him a few times at the barbie, and he was asleep.
Sorry?
I honestly couldn't say. There were people in and out of the house the whole time.
We had our hands full with the boys.
We?
Do you remember who would have been the last people in the house before the candle was lit?
Sorry, I don't
sorry.
know.
Think the boys went inside at all?
Don't think so.
How would you know, Warren? I was the one running around after them.
I was enjoying myself. It's a barbecue. People are supposed to relax.
And I'm not people?
Anyway, the boys weren't that bad.
I don't think the boys went inside the house, not even for the loo.
How do you know?
Because they peed in Jack's paddling pool.
How did you go?
Square one. You?
Lynn Templin was a bit tense.
How many bloody people at this barbecue?
At least they all live near each other.
So nearly everyone at that barbie was inside the house at some point for booze, food, the loo.
And almost everyone could have gone into that nursery.
The trick now is to work out the chronology.
Well, nothing ringing any warning bells anyway.
I'm not entirely sure about the Templins.
Something Rabina Hendricks mentioned was interesting. Mrs. Palmer stopped her from going in and getting the baby, asked her to light the sparklers instead.
So what? Marion wanted to be the one to do the screaming to make a show of it. Is that what you're saying?
Well, maybe that's when she killed him. I mean, how long would it take to smother a one-year-old?
Wouldn't take her any time at all.
Hang on, Sarge. We don't know that she's the one.
Background checks paid off from Brisbane Homicide. Marion Palmer was married before. She had 2 children. They both died of SIDS.
Detective Freeman. Jumbo Watson Drug Squad.
What do you want?
It's not me. It's my boss. He's requested your presence.
What for?
Just come and find out.
Listen, mate, I'm in the middle of a murder investigation. And I'm tired, I'm hungry. I got interviews first thing in the morning. I'm on my way home now. If your boss wants to see me, he'll have to wait.
You might want to reconsider that, Freeman. Not just for your own health.
Claire.
Hey, Duncan.
It's gonna be okay. It's all gonna be all right. Come on.
We picked her up this morning on her way home from a party.
This is crap.
Just enough ice on her for a charge of a traffic of drug dependence.
She's not a dealer. She's my girlfriend.
Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, she mentioned that when she was begging us to call you. Funny, because we've been clocking her with this Zabor poofter. I mean, they're very cosy, aren't they, Jumbo?
Very.
What do you want?
She could wear a wire. Charges could go away.
A wire? Who's your target, Zabor?
Zabor's nothing.
No way, she's not doing it.
She wears a wire or she wears the charges. We'll go for 5, I reckon, Jumbo, eh? I mean, how long do you reckon she'll last? Good-looking Sheila like that, I mean, they'd be lining up for a go.
You're a real prick, Jarvis.
Tell you what, you go home, you sleep on it, you come back in the morning.
What about Claire?
Maybe she needs a dose of prison life, what it's really all about, so she can figure out which way is up. Or maybe you need a chance to tell her which way is up. Go on, take her. Bugger off. Come back tomorrow when you got your copper's hat on.
Thanks for getting me out of there. Sorry, okay? Sorry. Don't make me cry again.
So this Zabor dickhead's a permanent fixture of your life now, is he?
Said I was sorry.
How long were you screwing him before I left?
You're talking about prison, Duncan. What am I supposed to do? They're talking about 5 years.
You won't have to go to prison.
I want everything to be the way it was. With you here. And I wish the boy would stay in Paris and never come back. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Whatever happens, I'll be there with you. I promise. I promise. No. Things aren't that easy. Claire, what? They just fall back into place. You want to start fixing things? Start now.
The odds of one woman having 3 children die of SIDS are phenomenal.
Oh, the odds, Stanley. DPP's going to want this rock solid before they go after her for murder. You know what cowards they are. It's possible the other 2 children had genetic defects.
Yeah. Well, Mapplethorpe is checking the medical records as we speak.
Won't help. SIDS is an exclusive diagnosis at best. It's the finding that's used when nothing else fits.
Murder fits.
No, murder comes after a whole bunch of other medical possibilities, and all of which speak to her innocence.
Medical records are inconclusive, Sarge. SIDS was only a probable cause of death.
What about the Queensland days? What do they think?
They wanted a full coronial inquiry on the second child in 2000, but Mum got in first, had the baby cremated, and the ashes scattered. Let me do this.
Why? You don't want to embarrass her in front of the neighbours.
Simon, if we're wrong about this, then what we're doing to this woman is monstrous.
What we are doing is our job. This is about that baby, it's not about her. So we approach this as if she's guilty, and if she's not, we apologise later.
What?
Marion Palmer, I have a warrant for your arrest on suspicion of murder.
Jason. It's my first. He died of SIDS. Leanne. My second. SIDS. I spent a year in counselling the first time and 18 months after the second one.
Marion, we've checked and there's no record of counselling.
It was private. First time was in Queensland, and then the second time was here, and I don't remember the names.
Why did you move down here? Why did you change your name?
Why are you asking me these questions?
Mrs. Palmer, please answer the questions.
I changed back to my maiden name after my divorce. I came down here because I couldn't stand the gossip. Pointing. Cold shoulder from other mothers. I needed support, not whispers.
Why didn't you mention your other children when we first spoke to you?
What do you think?
Okay, let's go over this again. On the afternoon of the barbecue, Marion, when was the last time you saw your son alive?
I went in with Lynn, my friend, about 20 minutes before the cake.
Did anyone else go in?
I don't know. Okay? There was no one there that would want to hurt Jack.
Or you?
Or me. I didn't kill Jack. I didn't kill any of my babies. That's all I've got to say.
You guys are way off if you think it was Marion.
Mr. Palmer, you are aware that your wife was married before?
Yes. It didn't work out, so what?
So you're also aware of the 2 previous deaths?
What deaths?
Mr. Palmer, your wife had 2 children from her previous marriage. They both died. Why did you keep all this from your husband?
I want to see him. Talk to him.
I don't think that's a very good idea. He is extremely upset.
I want to talk to my husband! Now, I know that you all think that I'm guilty, but I need him to believe me even if you don't. Oh, watch, listen, I don't care. Just let me talk to him, please. Please.
Mr. Palmer, I need your assurance that you will remain calm. Listen to her. If you step 1 centimetre out of line, I'll terminate the conversation immediately.
I'm okay. It's a plan. She opens up to him, maybe we learn something.
Why did you lie to me?
I didn't lie to you. I just didn't tell you about something.
Why?
Because I wanted to start again. And I couldn't handle all the baggage, and I was scared I wouldn't want to be with.
You'd had 2 children, Marion. Some things, that's not some things. Did you kill them?
No. Our boy is dead, Dean.
Yeah, I know. Someone smothered him. Tell me it wasn't you, Marion. Was it you?
No! How can you say that? How can you even think that?
Kids!
Palmer.
Get in there.
No, Dean, I loved him!
You killed him.
I have been proven! I have been throw you in jail and leave you to rot! Oh, beautiful little boy! My little boy! Have you got it? Yeah, check on her!
Marion, you're coming on its way. Okay, just stay still. I'll get an ambulance.
The Ambos took her away.
Karen went with her. They'll check on her while she's there too.
If she'll let them.
What a cock-up. It's worth a try. Putting them in there together, I mean, she might have given something up.
Mate, she's not going to give anything up now, is she?
Get yourselves upstairs. I need written statements from all of you. You were witnesses.
Sarge.
And where the hell is Freeman?
Oh, we're not sure, Sarge. He's not answering his phone.
Heard you had a bit of excitement over at Homicide, eh? Looks like Wolfie could be in the poo.
I wouldn't know. I wasn't there.
Nah. Female uniform was. A bloody joke.
Do you want to hear what I have to say?
Go for it.
Claire is not going to wear that wire unless I'm part of the operation. I want a temporary secondment to drugs. You expedite it.
Yeah, you got it all worked out, eh?
Either that or she takes her chances in court. First offence, boyfriend's a cop. I reckon she might even walk.
You so sure of that? Be my guest.
Fine. You've heard what I had to say. Now wait to hear from you. You, Jarvis, the organ grinder, not the monkey.
Ballsy little bastard, isn't he?
Your average run-of-the-mill cock-up we can contain. This, I smell a goose cooking.
Mine. I put them in the room together.
Yeah, where's the husband now?
He's gone, charged on summons.
Maybe he used the assault as a way of covering his tracks. Maybe he killed the boy.
No, I really think she did.
Well, that would improve things, PR-wise. Oh, well, you did what you thought was right, Stanley. She may not lay a complaint, and if she does, I don't like cooked goose, I will support you.
I appreciate that, Bernice.
Oh, these ones always bring out the worst in everybody. The best thing, the only thing you can do, really, is talk to people. Go back to square one.
He's still not answering.
So where is he?
I'm off. See you all in the morning.
See you, Sarge.
Sarge?
Yeah, if you need to discuss what happened, or you feel the need to talk to anyone, let me know.
We're cool, Sarge.
You reckon he is?
Dark night, it's a dark night, and you can feel it out with the big cats. And there's a jaw trap, and there's a rising net, and it's a dark night. So paint your necks red so we can see you.
You okay?
I thought you were asleep.
You're awake.
People are becoming increasingly alien to me, Linda. How can a couple who love each other come to hate each other so much? You don't, well, you've never actually hated me, have you?
No. It's a job sometimes, not you.
Yeah. Suppose I wasn't exactly there for you when you had the miscarriage, was I?
Stanley, you choose to ignore this, but Christopher was not a miscarriage. He was stillborn. We named him, we buried him.
Dark night, it's a dark night, and you can feel it.
Yeah, no, I will. I'll deal with it. Yes, as soon as he turns up. Yep. Assume we still haven't heard from Freeman. Right. Where are we at?
Square one again, pretty much.
Okay. I want you and Matt out there talking to people again. If we're back at square one, that is where we start. Jennifer, call the hospital, find out when we can talk to Marion Palmer, then go over all the records of interview again. How's Karen?
Back on duty, treated and discharged.
She's got a hard head.
Yeah, fortunately. Jennifer, get on to Freeman. Tell him to get his backside in here or he will not have a chair to put it on. I want this case resolved.
Oh,
Sorry to disturb you on a Sunday, Mrs. Templin.
Ms. Look, we were just about to head off to church.
Right, sorry. We won't take long.
No, Mum, we'll be late for church.
Please, Jeffrey, just a few more questions.
You're upsetting him. I should complain about this. You're focusing on him because he's disabled.
Miss Templin, that's not true at all. We're talking to everyone again, Miss Templin.
Jeffrey, last time we spoke, you said you hadn't been in the house, but then you changed your mind. You said you had. Why was that?
I'm not saying what it was. I promised.
What did you promise?
He just said he didn't want to say.
Miss Templin, please. We really need to hear it from him.
Hey, Jeffrey, you liked Jack, didn't you?
Just cute. I make him giggle.
Yeah. But, you know, someone's hurt him. And Detective Ryan and myself, we've got to find out who did that.
If you saw someone hurting someone else and they asked you to keep it a secret, that wouldn't be right, would it?
I haven't seen anybody hurt anybody.
But if you did, would you still keep it secret?
I won't let anybody hurt Jack. That sucks.
Yeah, I agree, that does suck. Which is why you have to tell us what you saw, even if someone's made you promise not to.
They were angry with me. They said if I said anything, I'll be in trouble.
You won't be in trouble, Jeffrey.
I went past laundry. As I was checking Jack, they were in there kissing.
Kissing? Who?
Yes? What is it?
We'd like you to come with us to answer some questions, Mr. Palmer.
Some questions? What questions? I thought
You're still in your robe, mate. You're not off to church today, then?
I'm about to have a shower.
Have a shower before or after?
I don't know what you're talking about. What are they doing here?
Looking for their daughter. They thought she was off at netball practice. Is Robina with you, Mr. Palmer?
Don't be stupid.
Tell me, what does she do? Does she head off up the street and then cut around the back?
Robina, we know you're in there. The parents just rang her coach. She hasn't been to practice for months.
She's Marion out Sunday mornings, is she, mate?
Robina!
You want me
I did not hurt Jack. Marion did.
Yeah, that's what we thought. Until we found out you were rooting a 16-year-old.
You try not having sex for months. And Robina is no angel, I can tell you. She taught me things.
How long's your son been dead? You didn't think maybe it'd be an idea to take a break from Robina?
Listen, I have got nothing to answer for. She's not a minor. I would never have gone there if she was.
And anyway, I'm 16. It's not illegal.
It is, actually. And how old is he, 45?
42.
So, what's the attraction? I don't get it.
I like older men.
Oh, for God's sake.
Older men? Dean Palmer's practically grandfather material.
I'd rather screw him than you.
How long's it been going on?
About 6 months after Jack was born. And she came on to me.
So it didn't occur to you to do the right thing and knock her back?
Listen, you can try and humiliate me as much as you like, but I did not hurt my son. And nothing you can say or do is going to change that.
Okay, Robina.
So, it's about yesterday,
we're busy.
Dean Palmer said he loved you. What else did he say?
He said he'd leave Marion.
And what about Jack? Was he going to just dump Jack as well?
Oh, we never talked about that.
I don't believe.
Shut up, Mum!
So what? You and the love of your life are going to run off into the sunset and you never discussed what was going to happen to Jack?
Maybe Dean had something in mind.
Like what?
Like what happened at the barbecue?
Dean wouldn't hurt Jack.
Oh, so you were going to take Jack with you, were you, and play happy families?
That was the plan. It'd be Marion who was dead, not Jack, wouldn't it?
Robina says that she's in love with you. Are you in love with her? Did you tell her that you're in love with her? Did you tell her that if it wasn't for Jack, you would leave Marion for her?
I don't know. I may have.
He doesn't love you, Robina. It's just sex to Dean.
He's using...
Shut up! Okay, he loves me.
He doesn't
me, not
love
her.
anyone.
All that she would ever think about was Jack. You know, he would never cry at night, but she'd be out watching him every night just in case. It was as if Dean didn't even exist. They hadn't had sex in ages, did you know that? Jack wrecked everything for Dean, and I make him happy.
Is that why you killed Jack?
No, it was so there'd be...
So there'd be nothing to keep Dean there.
He loves me. Me. Jack was always the excuse. Soon. He needs me now. I'll leave them soon. Didn't hurt him, you know. He just went to sleep. I liked Jack and I wouldn't hurt a baby. Never. Oh, God.
We'll discuss yesterday when we get through today. I want Palmer charged with everything.
Assault. Assault police. And sexual penetration of a 16-year-old girl.
Well, that's not illegal.
Under your authority.
Bullshit.
She was your babysitter. Section 48, duty of care. I will make it stick, I promise you. This is your fault, mate, not hers.
She murdered my baby. I am the victim here.
Mr. Palmer, get out. You'll be charged on summons.
Yeah, and I'll walk away from the assault crap too. I was provoked.
Get out of here before I lose my temper.
Oh, really? Now, you can't touch me. Now, that would be against the law.
I'm beginning to think it might just be worth it, you piece of shit!
Waking at night, worried about every sniffle, every cough, every little cry. A tiny life that constantly needs you. Demanding, wanting. Have you any idea how much I love those things? And how terrible it is that I've lost them.
I'm very sorry. It was never going to be easy for you to hear all this.
How long have they been sleeping with each other?
We're still working through the details. Bottom line is we made a serious mistake. We put you under enormous pressure. And I would like to sincerely apologise.
Have you got children, Sergeant?
Yes, I do.
You ever lost one?
No, I can't imagine. No, I haven't.
Look, I'll be okay. I just need some sleep.
Duncan. Close the door, please. Does the term chain of command mean anything to you?
Sorry? Is this about my secondment?
Secondment? You have got to be kidding. Do you really think that Superintendent Jarvis is going to agree to seconding you to drugs so you can protect your girlfriend?
They're going to make her wear a wire. It's dangerous. I need to be there.
We're not having this discussion. It's unfortunate Claire's got herself into trouble, but you know how it works. You cannot get involved.
I promised.
We all make promises we can't keep. You're out of your depth here, Duncan. Back off, and that is an order.
I just can't believe what we put that woman through.
Hey, you're the one who was going to bat for her. Don't blame yourself. Blame the creature she was married to. My round.
Are you fancy going for a bite to eat?
Well, I'd have to have a shower and feed the cat first. You did see me naked, didn't you?
How'd you figure it out?
Oh, well, I worked out the angles like a gunshot.
I didn't just ask it out because...
Yeah, no,
you know,
I know. Look, Matt, I just think we should be sensible, you know? You've got your career to think about, and so do I, so let's just do that.
One beer, 2 orgasms. Lucky you.
Simon.
Lena?
She checked herself out. She came here.
There are tears will merge with the flowing water, carrying salt